Hello everybody, Saint Kayada here on this lovely early morning here in Minecraft, a little after dawn. So yeah, here we are on my peaceful map. There's the jungle over there where I have my treehouse for the time being. But for this episode I had another idea that I would make a tutorial. People wanted to learn how to play Minecraft. I had a few people that haven't played it yet that want to see what it looks like for the PC and get a general idea what to do. So I figured, hey, I'll make a tutorial the first day. Why not? Just the first day, really, not like into the second day for right now. I just make a basic idea of what you really want to do when you start straight out. Because I remember one time someone saying it was really difficult to like jump right into play. I didn't know what to do and everything. I was really stuck. I mean, yeah, we got the wiki now or whatever. But if you really don't want to read that and you want to get straight to it, this is at least helpful for that thing. That's what I'll do for right now. I have a few things on me already so I can help facilitate what I'm going to be talking about. But so first, so you're going to make a world, of course. You make the world and everything. You could give it a name. Put a seed in if you know a seed. If you don't, just leave it blank. It'll be that way. There are options there which you can generate structures. You can change the world type that you want from default to super flat. For right now, I think at the current 1.2.5, sorry, version of Minecraft, because I think there's the large biomes in the new snapshot, but let's not go there with that right now. I'll get that as time goes on. So after you've done that, you create your world, it loads and everything, you'll spawn anywhere. I mean, literally anywhere. I've spawned in several places. I've spawned in swamps, big, large bodies of water, jungles, by huge cliffs. I mean, you just anywhere. You could spawn anywhere. Even deserts, for Pete's sake. I mean, that's the problem with spawning in like a desert or something like that, is the next thing that I'll be getting to shortly. But since you now have yourself in your world, you can use your mouse to look around. Look at the lovely sun and any animals that might be around. Where's that cow? Oh. Shut up while I'm talking. So you're here in this world. You can look around with that. So you don't want to stand in one spot too long because, yeah, you pretty much have nothing on you. And if you let it get dark, yeah, there will be monsters that will come out to kill you. So what do? So you got to move around. So obviously we have controls that you can use. So these controls that will move you forwards, backwards, left, and right, respectively, are the W key, the S key, the A key, and the D key. All respectively, forwards, backwards, left, and right. WSAD. Cow. So there's the jump. You can jump around in this game, which is the space bar. You can hold the Shift key to walk slowly. And it also helps you if you're trying to like not walk off a cliff or something. You can keep pressing forward. As you can see, I'm still walking forward. And I won't fall off at all. But if you let go of the Shift key, you can move again. You can drop items, like these items that I have in this hotbar here down below, by pressing the Q button. Currently, E will open your inventory. Sometimes it used to be I, but it's E that opens your inventory. And here in your inventory will be the next little tidbits of things I will describe, but just to point out, these spaces here, next to your skin, which will probably be the default if you've just started or if you have one, will be here. But these are all pieces of armor: a helmet, a chest plate, pants, and of course boots. Okay, so now that you're here in your world, what do? Well, you're not going to stand there, so you're going to move. What you want to find, and is a huge priority for the beginning of the game, is to find wood. Find trees and get lots of wood. My suggestion, some people said to get like 10 pieces of wood from a tree. I suggest getting like 30 to 40 pieces of wood for a tree, which will, trust me, you will be able to see what I mean sometimes, depending on if you're lucky enough to find certain things. So get wood. You can get wood by punching the tree, which I am not going to do it. You can't just press the left click button to actually mine something or to obtain something. You actually have to hold it down so that you can get it. I'm not going to break this tree for right now because I have more than enough items on me to facilitate what I'm talking about. But if you knock the tree down, which will not fall until you take out all the wood, and then you can take the leaves if you want. But you can do that, and you can get these blocks of wood like this. Now, since you don't really have a way of crafting much of anything except here in your inventory, you may as well see what you can do with that. So if you put a piece of wood in this little crafting, it doesn't matter which block you put it in, you'll get some wooden planks, which I need a few here actually. So let's take some while we're at it. You can get 4 wooden planks from a piece of wood. So what do you do with these wooden planks? Well, with these wooden planks, you can make a bed with these if you can find some wool from a sheep if you manage to kill a few sheep along the way. Or you can also make sticks. If you do one here and one here in this crafting bench. That's only if you really do need sticks. What you realistically want, of course, is to make a crafting table. Which, as you can see, I have 2 here, just in case I ran out of one or I left one behind. But with the crafting table, that is your main source of making items, or making weapons, or tools, which are absolutely necessary to continuing. So now that you've gotten yourself some wood, gotten yourself some wooden planks, maybe some sticks, which is what you need to make tools and stuff. So what kind of tools can you make? Well, if you already have a ton of wooden planks, you can certainly make yourself, if you do this particular pattern here, a pickaxe, a wooden pickaxe for mining. Very useful, probably the most useful tool you'll have next to a sword. If you take one of them away, like this one over here, you will get a hoe, a very useful tool for farming. Practically its only real use to some degree. Let me take one out of there. If you put one here, or if you have it 1, 2, 3 here or here, like this, no matter which side, you get yourself an axe, which is good for cutting any wood, or if you place planks down, you can get it back faster. Any wood type objects you can get with this. You could use it as a weapon too. I mean, if you don't have a sword on you, you can use it as a weapon. It's not entirely effective, but it does a little more damage than just punching something with your fists, so you can't go wrong with that. And if you take these away, you're left with a shovel, which is good for digging through dirt and gravel, which, trust me, it speeds up your time immensely. And one last thing, of course, just in case for those of you who want, a sword can be made like this on these 3x3 9 spaces crafting table grid. Sword, good for killing mobs, good for killing monsters if you really need it. So those are the tools you can make, and then with that in mind, you can go and get out there and hopefully kill some animals, like this nice lovely little cow here, which I'm not going to hurt this cow for now, even though it's mooing a lot and ruining my audio. But if you do happen to kill any of them, you get, of course, I have a cooked steak here, or if you kill a chicken, you get some raw chicken, and you get some raw pork chop from killing pigs. You can get food from them, which is good for filling up your food bar here, which is the one on the right there. You see next to the one, there's a looks like a little bit of like half a steak or whatever, or a steak chop or whatever you want to call it, which will deplete as you do certain tasks like jumping or sprinting, which to sprint you can press, if you press W really quickly twice, you can sprint. But it depletes your bar, so you have to be very careful because you have to survive. If you don't have any food and you start to lose health, you can't gain any more hearts back, which is the one on the left, the hearts of your life. So you won't gain any back if you start losing about 90%, which is basically one of those little stakes. You'll start losing health that you won't ever regain back. So be very careful when that happens. Always watch those bars, especially if you're out and about and you don't have any food. You might as well look for some because you're really going to need it. So you're stuck with that. You've gotten that. You're trying to find a cave. That's your next thing, is you're really trying to find a cave, because in caves you can find this particular item here, coal. Which, if you're going through a cave, if I can use this to facilitate what I'm showing, you will go into a cave and you will find this particular block here. If you find a cave at all, which is a big huge hole in the ground, you can't really miss them, you'll find this in there next to some cobblestone. Let's see. or should I say some regular stone, which is this, and if you mine that, you get this cobblestone here, which you can use to make better tools, stronger tools, like the ones I showed you, the pickaxe, the shovel. You can make better tools that have better durability, so they last longer, and they're a little bit stronger to use against enemies, like the stone sword is very strong. So that is a little helpful if you go mining with a pickaxe, like so. Of course, remember to hold down the left button, and then you get a piece of coal, which you just saw I got from it there. So you want to get pieces of coal, and you technically don't even really need to have a crafting table for this, but if you get yourself some coal like this, you can put a stick below it, and you can make 4 torches for yourself. It's for lighting up the day, because you don't want to get stuck out in the middle of the night with enemies running around you. So, okay, so you're done find a cave. Like, here I am now, and the sun is starting to set, and the moon is starting to rise. So that means it's humid, it's peaceful. There won't be any mobs right now, but monsters will start spawning now. And you're outside, so what do you do? What are you going to do? You don't have any coal. You're outside, you're exposed to the air. What can you do to survive the first night without having anything? Well, one technique that somebody told me, which I usually don't find to be too well of a thing, is to climb into a tree and stay up high. Hopefully mobs won't see you. Or you can do what I'm doing now, which is jumping and placing quickly with the right mouse button. Jumping and jumping and jumping on this one by one thing, you know, really high, like up, way up here where nothing can see you. And you can stay here all night, you know, if you really need to, if you're really that desperate. Or you can find a huge body of water and go out to the middle of it and keep holding the space bar to keep swimming. Because if you don't hold the space bar, you can sink into the water. Which, as you see, facilitate, you know, just go out in the middle and hopefully stay as far away from the edge as possible so that mobs don't find you. If you see a mob come in the water, you know, move a little bit over, move backwards a little more or something. Another is to build an actual house, like a whole structure for yourself, which probably isn't too likely of an idea considering you may not have enough time. Or, of course, my favorite, and what I like to do is, especially if I find a cave, or if you don't find a cave, you know, just find a good side of a hill that's pretty tall. Like, say you come across something like this hole here, over here, that I have smartly dug out here. Break through here quickly. Like this, where I've come in, dug a little space like this over here for myself. Dug a little far here, unfortunately. So, you know, okay, whatever. So you've dug into the wall. And here is what you're left with. Let's do a little. So here you are in your little hole. And so what you want to do is you want to have a place to stay. Like this. Like dig a hole in the ground, like a tomb for yourself. And then just block it off, you know. You've probably dug a 2x2 hole, and here you go. So you don't want to leave an opening space like this. You can just close it off. So you're completely encased in here. Nothing can see you. Nothing can see you, but you're in the dark. So what do? You don't have any coal. You're in the middle of nowhere. So what do? Well, there's at least one safe alternative. Damn scary music. To that. So if you have a furnace, which if you have some cobblestone, which likely if you've dug a hole for yourself, you have a furnace. To make one, as you can see, I left my crafting table outside, so this is why I made another one. If you have some cobblestone, you're going to need at least 8, and you can put it all along the outside like this to make yourself a furnace. So that's very helpful. And with this furnace, if you have any coal, you can use it as a fuel source, but if you don't, sticks are a fuel source, but they really don't burn so well. So you can use wooden planks as a fuel source. Now, if you have any actual wood left over, and this is why it's key to have a good amount of wood left over so that you can do this, especially if you don't find a cave right away. So this is why I suggest that if you put a wooden plank in there as your fuel source, which you can put down below here, what you want to smelt above it, and then here is what your result is after the arrow goes through. Here is some charcoal, which I believe this is charcoal as well. Yes, I already had a piece of charcoal. But charcoal is the same icon as coal, but if you go to this crafting table or into your inventory, you can see that you can do the exact same thing with charcoal to make torches. So you're not completely stuck without anything to do. So after you've made some torches, which I have here, and you have stuck in a place like this, place a torch up, and there you go. Got yourself some lighting. Okay, since I got a big area over here, let's go like that, and there you go. Got myself a living space. Perfect. You could do the same thing at the edge of a cave if you really want to make a place where you could start so that you can go out, find wood, go back to the cave. Right there is where your house is on the edge of the cave, and then you can dig into the cave. And once you're done in the cave, you can come back to your house right at the entrance to the cave. You can find your way out. So that's why it's good to be there. That's really about it for the first day, if you manage to get through it without falling off a cliff or having something kill you or drowning or whatever you end up doing. Haha. So, of course, let's go over this one last time, just for the first day. Of course, you got your controls. You can press 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to 9 to get stuff on your hotbar. You want to get wood, first thing you want to get, and you want to make a crafting table. With a crafting table, you can make tools, you can make more sticks for yourself, you can make torches, and hopefully you'll have some food on you. So if you've killed any pigs or any if not sheep, don't get anything, either chickens or any cows, as hard as that sounds, you can also cook like this raw pork chop that I have here. Again, wooden planks. Perfect. Rain, go away. And you can make a better viable food source that won't actually poison you or anything, like raw chicken can do. And fill up more of your feed bar. This will fill up 4 of these little steaks down here, so that's a good thing. And find a cave, find coal, definitely a very important thing that you want to do, so that you don't get absolutely lost in the middle of nowhere. But if you do have no choice, you can either build yourself a whole pillar to stand on trees, get out in the water, or dig a tomb in the ground. I know it's pretty sad of an option, but if you have no choice, it's better than dying. Well, I guess that's all for now. I think you all get a general grasp of what you need to do on your first day. You can also make a bed if you can find some wool from sheeps. To make a bed, you just need some wooden planks, 3 wooden planks. 1, 2, 3 along the bottom like that, which can also make these wooden slabs. And if I can, you can use any color wool, but I'm sure you'll most likely find just white wool. 3 pieces of wool, same particular pattern here, 1, 2, 3, and you got yourself a bed. If you really want to speed up the time for night, and you're the only one on your own server or your own map, if you're playing single player, you obviously have it. So that's a way to make sure that time passes into the next particular day. So I guess that's all for now. I think you're all pretty good. If I missed anything, you can holler and scream at me for anybody who knows. Otherwise, I'm still looking for people to do stuff on a server with. I am still waiting to do some collabs. I'm willing to do anything for now. So yeah, I guess that's all for now. I'll give it a shot. Next time I will go over what to do on your second day. Maybe some cave diving, spelunking, if you will, what we call it in Minecraft. Otherwise, that's all for now. So, this is Saint Kaede signing off. Rock on, everybody.